Hey guys, Abraham here with the Salmon Homestead. I have to do it. What do I have to do? I've been thinking about moving the A-frame that is by our chickens to our piggies that are coming in about 2 weeks. And I love the A-frame with the chickens. I had put it out there for the ducks. The ducks love it, but you know, ducks are a little more skittish, but the chickens, they just stay in there all the time until nighttime, and then they go inside the eggmobile. So I really don't want to move it, and I really don't want to move it because, I mean, look at that, or maybe the sun's going that way, I'll point you in this direction. Look how much snow we have on the ground yet. We have had 3 snows past March 7th already. I say March 7th because in 3 years before this, that was our last snow we had the furthest past February. So we are having all these snows. I'm thinking, I want to keep the chickens comfy, ducks comfy, and I really want to have it well for the pigs. I was sort of questioning a little bit on the A-frame because the A-frame goes straight down to the ground and both sides. I didn't know how much they're going to push against that. So what I was really thinking of was, what do I have available that I could make something with? And I was watching a YouTube video and I saw an idea, and this is the idea. I am going to use wood that I have to basically almost frame out like I'm making a chicken tractor, and the length is just gonna be dependent on our 2x4s here. And then we have some metal left over from making the eggmobile, and we're going to use that metal to wrap the bottom. So it's going to be 2 foot high, and then I'm going to angle it up and angle it down to the other side, and I'm going to cover it with plastic. I have greenhouse plastic from using with the garden. All right, so the first thing we did was we cut just an angle on the end. That seemed to work really well for when we pull the A-frame. It doesn't, like, it slides right above the snow and pulls through the grass. So this will be the bottom, and then this will be the top. So we have both of those done. And now the next thing we have to decide is how wide. So we had our longest ones. I didn't want to go longer than what we had. Our longest ones, and then how wide it's going to be. Because I'm just going to cut these long ones in half and angle them up. So we'll get to that in a moment. Before we do that, however, we're going to take another long one, and I would like to run it flat. But because we're going to be adding a greenhouse plastic to the top, I'm going to run this top one up so it's vertical, because that will allow us to attach the metal and then also attach our plastic on the side. And then this is going to go up about 2 feet how high our metal is. Okay, so Okay, so we have one wall is complete. And now we're going to copy it and do that one right over there. Okay, so we came across our rafter size that we're going to do, which is right here, and then this eventually will sit up like that. How we figured it out is we took our longest boards, which are 12 footers, we cut them in half, and then we just basically 45 degreed the ends, or whatever angle that is, and then that brought it together for our top. So we need to make 7 of these. So that means cutting 7 12 footers in half. Now that's already 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 4 done. Okay, so we have all our rafter sections cut. We have 7 that are going to go up, so it's 14 pieces. And now I'm just going to screw together the top. After that, then we got to figure out the bottom notch yet for them as well. Check it out. Egg, onion, cheese, peas. Really good, and it's all like toasted. Ooh. Now, we have the notch set in the first one, so now I brought out this one so we can get a straight cut up and down to get the notches out of the rest of our homemade rafters. Okay. Well, I think it's shaping up rather well. I have 1 up, 1 cut, and then the second one would be cut, and then I have five more to cut. But I need to put a pause on this because I gotta go do the chickens. So that's where I gotta go to next, and then we'll get back to this project. I think we'll be able to get everything filled in except the plastic. That's the goal. Well, it's the second day after our last snowstorm, and as you can see, I have a trail going in. So glad I've been working the chickens up towards our little entrance, but I don't think I dare drive in at the moment. It's some spots it's probably like 1.5 feet deep, and then of course down by the pig fence it's some spots it's over the 15-inch wire. So see how my dig out area went yesterday around the fence, and the shovel along again to clean it up some more. Hey guys, probably wondering if I was coming today. And this is why I'm trying to keep the A-frame out here for the chickens. All the chickens and ducks are gathered in there. It's a lot warmer in there. And granted, now you see I have my short sleeve on. It's only 29 degrees out. But I was doing that other work with my coat on, and got a little warm, but when it's sunny out, sure is beautiful out. All right, let's get some feed. Ooh. All right, a few eggs in there. Are you eating some eggs in there? That's not good. Move those over there. There's for sure a broken one. Come on. Can't be doing that. Come out of there. Let's get that. There you go. We'll get them a little more grit. Try and harden those shells up a little bit more. There we go. Let's check on the rest of those eggs. Alright, we know we got 5 there. There was at least one that was broke. Oh, number 6. But who lays a little egg like that? That's really little. We're gonna adding some wood shavings. Get some of those over there. These are the same wood shavings from when I chainsaw the points onto the posts for the pigs. There we go. Well, there they are. 7, 2, 4, oh, 6. 6, so we know we're down at least 1 or 2 from that chicken. I'm a little bit out late today in feeding them. So hopefully we don't see a trend starting with that chicken or some eggs like that, but then throw out some new batch of grit. Maybe they'll jump into that. They all look happy now. I just I'm gonna walk through and dig out the line a little bit for electricity and get that plugged in again. It's still 0.6. Let's see if you can see that. That one's 0.5. So it'll be 0.5. Well, it'll basically be it's 500 kilovolts is what it would be. So that's not very hot at all. So let's walk down and check the pig fence. Well, hopefully in the next day or few, I can come out and get the tractor started. It's supposed to be 10 to 15 degrees warmer the next few days. So maybe I wouldn't even need to put the generator on it to have it plugged in for an hour or so. Maybe it'll just start up. Until then, I'll be walking in like this. Suppose we could take a reading right here. So that's showing 7.8, but I had to figure out why the Energizer did not, I don't think it stayed on. That's why we didn't get anything down there. Because when I walked down, that was 8.1. When I walked down here, there was nothing. I mean, there wasn't any clicking at all either. So I'm not sure why it wouldn't stay on. I did notice that it's warm. The Energizer here is, or the power source is warm. So I'm not sure if I should. I'm gonna have to leave the container cracked. Maybe I'll do that tonight. I'll leave the container cracked open. I mean, there is the one hole where the plug sock can come in. Surely can't have that where it just shuts off. By the way, it still says it is at 88% now. So 99 hours it could run. So it only lost 1% from last night. So okay, I'm back from doing the chickens. Okay, so I figured out what I want to do with this opening. I'm gonna make it so that if I want, I could use one of my 6-foot gates to close it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna make it a little bit narrower than 6 foot so I could set a 6-foot gate in the inside of it, close it, and keep pigs in if I wanted. These guys are all cut out. I'm just waiting for an extra hand. I was gonna start putting up the metal in the back, but I got to thinking, maybe I'll start with all the little metal, start up here in the corner and work my way around. And if I didn't have to use that big piece, I maybe would run that big piece up a 2 foot or higher. So it'd be 2 foot high of metal in the back and then run plastic in the back. So we'll see if we can do that. Okay guys, it's basically done. 2 things have to happen yet. One, first thing, we need to haul it out to the acres. And then number 2 is then we'll put the plastic on, wrap it around the edge, and then I'll nail it with a small board right along around the edge. So 8 by 12 is what it ended up being. Approximately for metal, I have probably about 4 feet of metal left in 3 chunks. I had hoped to run one more piece of metal across his backside, but that just didn't work. So, yippee! Pretty pumped with it. We put a few little braces on top. Brace up here. Door is less than 6 foot, so we can use one of our gates if we want to keep the pigs in. I can walk in it right down the middle. So put a little extra trim above it, or blocks on top there, so that when we nail the plastic there, it stays. But it is complete. So thanks for hanging with me on this project. So pumped that it went so quick, and we'll show it to you when it's out there on the acres in the pig. So I can like do this. So once I clear the snow, I can like take it out there. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.